Hey guys, it's Di from Being Mommy with Style, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about my wardrobe and how I think it's going to change with our upcoming move to Northern Alabama. And we are coming from Michigan, Southeast Michigan, so it's going to be quite a difference in the climate. And we are around the Metro Detroit area. We get winters here where it can be kind of like average temperatures, like around 10, 15, can get as low as like 0, -10, and that's not uncommon here. So we have a lot of winter clothing. We have big bulky sweaters, big parkas, snowsuits for the kids, the whole shebang. So I'm going to be going through my closet today. I'm also going to have to evaluate their clothing as well at a separate time. But we are moving to Alabama, where I looked up the average winter temperatures, and the average low is going to be in the 30s in the kind of December and January time period. The average high can be as high as like in the 50s. So it's going to be quite a difference from that kind of like coldest time period here in Michigan. And I'm going to love it, I think personally, because I like warmer weather. And where I'm from in the southern part of Illinois is going to be more climate-wise like Northern Alabama. So where I'm from in the southern part of Illinois is where all those rivers come together. So there's a lot of water, it's very humid and very hot and sticky in the summer. In fact, like August is called like the dog days of summer, and like you don't even want to go outside because it just like lays on you. It's so heavy. So that's kind of like the downside, is like come August it's going to be really, really hot, and even hotter in Alabama because it's that couple 4 hours even further south. So this first summer should be interesting, but I think that we'll get in a groove and we will, you know, adapt. Because we adapted to colder weather going north too, 10 hours further north than where I'm from. So I'm going to be going through my wardrobe and seeing what I think can go. Just I know I don't even need to move down there, and then there may be some maybes that I'm going to hang on to kind of see and feel out our first winter and see if I want to hang on to them. I'm a very hot-natured person, so I think that my style will change a little bit after we move down there, because I have found when I'm in warmer climates, like being in Florida and that sort of thing, when it's hot outside, I prefer wearing sundresses with athletic shorts on them. Definitely shorts. Once it gets over 80 degrees or so, I want to be in shorts or a sundress. So you're probably going to see a lot more dresses come into my wardrobe being down there, because I will tend to gravitate towards that a lot more because it's more comfortable, I feel like, in the hot and humid climates. And then you know, there's things like boots and things like that I'm kind of like looking out of the side of my eye. I'll probably keep all those, because you can wear all of those with dresses and layers and things like that still in the fall and the winter. So I don't know that it'll affect my shoes all that much. I do have one like heavy duty pair of snow boots that I'll probably keep for like the one day out of the year that it will snow down there in Alabama. But other than that, I mean, all the footwear kind of lends itself to multiple climates. It's really my clothing that I'm going to have to go through and evaluate. So I have a trash bag here for donate items. We're going to go in my closet and I'm going to kind of scope everything out, and I'll take you with me. And so that's kind of what I anticipate style-wise, my, you know, style to change a little bit. Also, I use a lot of dark handbags up here. And so being in a warmer climate, that may change a little bit too. Because I know when I was in the southern part of Illinois, I gravitated towards lighter weight and color-wise bags. So things may change slightly, so we'll just see what I love when I get down there. But let's take a peek at my closet and see what I can weed out. Okay, so here's our closet, and I apologize for my voice. You guys can probably tell I'm just getting over from having a sinus infection. After my allergies went all crazy, it went into a sinus infection, so I've had quite the time, but I'm on the mend. So these are all my husband's things down there, so we're going to leave those. The bulk of my winter stuff is over here, so this is primarily where I'm going to be focusing and seeing like some of these really super heavy sweaters if I don't really need them. And then all my swim gear is like right up here at the front. So we're definitely going to be needing that because it's going to be warmer climate and all of that. These are my workout kind of sweaters that I put on before working out. And then these are my like Disney gear, all my Disney shirts. There's my home shirt that I just got. And so those are definitely going to be a must because we're going to be closer to Disney, which is exciting. So this is the area that I'm going to focus on. And I was really waiting for people to notice. So this is the reason why the past month or so, I have been stocking up on these cute little tank tops. So I got these first three, and I think this one at Marshall's. And when we go down to Alabama, I will gravitate towards wearing stuff like this with just like a little cami under it. And this will become like one of my staple items. Are these cute little, they're from the brand Cupio. And I just love them. There's this bird one, there's this elephant one. They call this my Animal Kingdom shirt. I'm going to wear that to Animal Kingdom. This one has shells on it. This one's a different brand. It's got just a really nice print on it. It's really long. This is the Charming Charlie pineapple one. This one I had since last year. This is the Sonoma one. I've had that one for a while. It's from Old Navy. This one I've had forever. This is On a Whim from Nordstrom. And then this is another new one that I got from that Cupio brand. C-U-P-I-O. There it goes. It's focusing. And I got this one for 4th of July. So I've been really liking that brand. This one's from Charming Charlie. So I've been trying to add those into my wardrobe fairly quickly because when we get down to Alabama, this will be the bulk of what I wear are these like tank tops. So, and then this one I just got at Kohl's. So I have been adding things in rapidly. I was waiting for people to ask, but I think everyone just thought like, oh, she's just adding stuff in for the beginning of spring. And I was like, great, no one's asking, hooray. So then other than that, I wore these short sleeve tops a lot in Michigan because it didn't get too hot here in the summer. But honestly, once it gets past about 85 degrees up into the 90s, I will go exclusively to tank tops. So this stuff will all go. A lot of these tank tops are tank tops I wear underneath. And one of the things I've started doing is buying camis, which I'm not entirely sure where they ended up. I don't think they're in the closet yet. I bought some camis from Kohl's that have the thin straps. And I will wear those instead of these thick tanks. So I'll start switching over to those too in a warmer climate. And then down here I have my sundresses. These I will pretty much all keep because when it gets really hot outside, I'll just wear a sundress with athletic shorts on. And so those are all keep. So there are a couple sweaters back here that I'll evaluate in a like long sleeve dress that might be able to go. So these cardigans, I need to evaluate all those and see what can go. And then really the bulk of it are these sweaters. So the thing of it is that Alabama still has a winter. It's like all these long cardigans that I have hanging up right here. I'll keep all of those because I'll wear those in the fall, early spring, and then in the winter I'll wear all these. And then these are a couple of things from Charming Charlie I just got. So all of those. Then it's this heavy stuff is the stuff I really need to evaluate. So stuff like this cowl neck. This is that Babu brand that I got at Nordstrom. I like that brand. This one's nice and light, so I'll probably keep this one. This one's Knox Rose, I think, from Target. But it's pretty lightweight. So that's what I want to evaluate is if they can keep me warm and not be super heavy. This one's from Loft, but I really honestly haven't worn it in a while, so we'll put that down there. These are a couple pairs of leggings, which are hard to see. But they're lined, so I can only wear them in the winter. They have fleece lining. This one's another thin one, so I would keep that one. So I'm going to go through everything and see what I can remove here. So I have a couple of things that right off the bat I can get rid of because I know I haven't worn them in a long time. A suit coat, I never have an occasion to wear a suit coat, so that can go. There is this sweater, I think this is from Target, that's really, really hot. It's like really thick material, and I got hot in this even in Michigan, so that can go. This one I just haven't worn in a long time. This is from Loft, so I'm going to fold these up and put these in the donate. Then I have a number of things in the maybe pile for me to evaluate after we get down there. So I have this long sleeve shirt, and or dress rather, and I just feel like that after I get down there, I would probably just wear a dress with like a cardigan more so than wearing a long sleeve dress. But I'm going to hang that, we're going to make a maybe pile, so when I move, all of this stuff is together, and I can evaluate it this winter. So when I first moved to Michigan, I bought a number of these sweaters from American Eagle. They're still in really good condition, and they actually aren't too hot. I wear these even in early spring, but I'm going to see how much use they get down there, so those are in the maybe pile. Same thing for this one. This one is American Eagle, but it has like holes in it. So the ones with the holes in them, I'm going to go ahead and keep them even if they're a little bit thicker sweater because I might be able to still use them. But you know what? This one's kind of peely, so I think we're just going to go ahead and donate this one because it's probably in the worst condition. And then these look really, really thick, but these are the same thing where they've got a lot of holes in them. So I'm going to keep these and put these in the maybe pile and try them after we get down there. These are like tunic long sweaters that you can wear with leggings, or I wear them with jeggings. And we're going to put these in the maybe pile. And like I said, I tend to wear lighter clothes when I live in a warmer climate, even in the winter. So like this is like a cream color, like a creamish pink. And this one's like black with the shimmery silver. So I may not wear this one as much down there. So I'm going to see what I gravitate towards after I'm there too. And this Bobbé one, I'm going to hang on to this and try. It's a little bit lighter weight than the other one I got rid of over there. So I'm going to take this and see how hot this is after we get down there. But all of these are in the maybe pile for me to try out when it gets a little bit cooler in the fall there and see if they're too heavy for Alabama winter. So I was at least able to weed out a couple things there that I'm going to go ahead and put in the bag to donate. And I'm going to go check the girls' rooms real quick. And hopefully I'll come up with a decent sized trash bag full of stuff to donate that we don't need to move down there. So I'm here in Bella's room real quick. And one thing I do with the girls a lot in the winter is dress them in layers. So actually a lot of their clothing should be okay. But I can already tell some of these thicker items back here, like this thick fuzzy sweater, that was one of her favorites this year. These thick items back here, maybe a little bit thicker than what we need. So like this one is a really, really thick sweater. So I think that stuff like this is probably going to be too hot. And they do still have winter down there, so it's not like we're not going to need winter stuff at all. But something like this might be perfect for down there, whereas she never really wore this here because it was, if you needed a sweater here, you needed like a parka. But this is a really cute, like 3/4 or longer short sleeve tunic. So something like that might actually be better for Alabama. So I'm going to leave that in there. And then she's just got a lot of short sleeved shirts. So, or excuse me, thin long sleeve shirts. So those should all work. This one's a little bit thicker, but she could probably still wear that. And this one's a 3/4 sleeve, like sweatshirt material. So just that one sweater is really the main thing. And then this one fell, but again, it's got the shorter sleeves. So these might actually work better because she has not been able to wear these a ton up here. Because when you need a sweater, it's really, really cold up here. So I got one thing out of her closet too. And then lastly, Natalie's closet. So Natalie's closet has 2 sizes in it right now. This is the first size, and then the second size is the stuff that's being handed down to her there in the back. And again, actually for the girls, I don't think I've really bought too much like super heavy stuff because I'm always worried about them overheating in school and that sort of thing. So actually we should be pretty good. I think I'm going to get, this dress is really worn because it's gone through both girls. So we don't really need to move that down, I don't think. This is a cute little polar bear shirt that they've been wearing underneath it. But other than that, I think that's all that I'm going to get out of Natalie's room. So if you guys enjoyed checking out how we are rethinking our wardrobes going into a warmer climate, and luckily we didn't have to do too much, but obviously I may continuously kind of go through things as we get down there and see what works and see what doesn't. And we're going to keep all the snowsuits and everything to get through the first winter, and then if we just don't need them, then I would just donate them and we won't ever buy them again, obviously. But I'm going to be talking about what furniture and stuff we're downsizing to. If no one asks it, I'm anticipating someone may ask it because I talk about the difference in the house sizes. But if no one asks, I'll probably just answer in the question and answer video rather than making its own standalone video because I don't know it needs to be. About what furniture we're getting rid of too, because obviously we're going to a smaller square footage house and we're really focusing in on what we need to bring with us. So I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in another vlog very soon. Bye!